everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. When you let your nuts hang.
This lady, y'all. Look, I'm in here trying to get waxed. She just left the door open on me. She quit halfway through. Listen to her. She just left me in here naked. Bro, look at this. Look at this lady.
Do you want me to continue the service?
I need somebody to. She left.
Get my shit out of my fucking camera.
What is this lady's problem?
And your fucking problem, bitch. The fucking problem, bitch.
Look at this lady, y'all.
Ow.
Look, I'm in here trying.
Seems as though they removed something from the European wax. She says, your review rant alert. European Wax Center, filing. I went to get my Brazilian today. The front desk was super sweet and helpful. I get led to the back, undressed, and got into position. I usually talk to goof off with my waxer, makes things less awkward. But I noticed my waxer was being short and I don't know, distant. I just assumed they were having a rough day or going through something. No big deal, we all have those days. I did ask her to leave a triangle. She agreed. Her second strip was directly over the triangle area, so I said, I thought we were leaving that area. She flew off the handle, cursing me out, telling me to get off her table and out of her room. I was in shock because, what just happened? She stormed out, leaving me spread eagle, completely naked and covered in wax. Leaving the door wide open, she continued screaming and cursing from down the hall. Other workers stepped in and blocked her out while asking me if I was okay and would I like them to remove the wax still on me. The new waxer was amazing, super sweet, not apologetic. Says the lady does this all the time to people. She would have been the saving grace had the manager not tried to strong arm me into deleting the video of the incident, which I didn't. For y'all viewing pleasure and awareness, here you go. This is beyond disgusting. I was only able to record after I was able to get up to get my phone and put pants on, so I missed the first shebang. Alright, let's get to the story time, I guess.
This is awkward, guys. I don't like talking on camera at all, but everybody keeps asking for a story time, so here it is. A little backstory. I finally had the day off. I'm a workaholic. I went and got my hair cut. I was gonna go to the nail salon, and my boyfriend texted me. He was like, yeah, it's time to go get waxed. So I made a last minute appointment at European Wax Center. I went in there. The front desk lady, she's super sweet, told me the lady would be out in like 5-10 minutes. I think I got there like 10-15 minutes early. She said the lady would be out in like 5-10 minutes. So I went outside. I hit my vape a couple times. They came out and said they were ready. She was holding the door open. I went to walk in. She was like, room 6. And I was like, cool. Went in the room. She came in behind me. I started undressing. I got on the table. I asked her to add the full butt. If you girlies know, I get a full butt too. She said, yeah, no problem. She was in there. She wasn't rude. She was just real short. And she was just texting away on her phone. So I was like, all right, well, maybe she's just not talkative. Maybe she's going through something. No big deal. Waxes take 10, 15, 20 minutes tops, and then it's over. So I get on the table, get in the butterfly position. She walks over with her wax stick. And I was like, hey, can you leave, and I even went like this and over my coochie. And I was like, can you leave like a triangle right here? I don't like to be fully bald. She was like, yeah, I got you. So her first strip was like on the side of my leg next to my coochie. You guys know the spot, like the bikini area. And then the second strip, she went directly over the top. And I was like, I thought we were leaving the triangle. She instantly, oh, well, you didn't say that. Da, da, da. And I was like, yes, I did. I literally just asked for that. And she was like, well, fine, get somebody else to do your shit then. And it was like a weird moment of silence where I was just kind of stuck. And I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's your problem? And she was like, you get the fuck off my table, get out, all this crazy shit. Starts screaming, yelling, and then when she went to storm out of the room, she slung the door open so hard it got stuck open. So I'm standing here in the butterfly position, completely exposed to anybody who was to walk up and down the hallway. Thank God there was nobody else there. It was a slow day, I guess, whatever. So I get up, close the door. Mind you, my phone's in the corner of the room on top of my clothes. I don't just have my phone on me. I have my hoodie on and nothing else. So I go to the corner and I start to get dressed, and I'm like, well, fuck, I got wax on me. Like, what if it gets stuck to my clothes? Like, I don't know. So I started getting dressed. I also picked up my phone. I was going to call my boyfriend because he's calming. And I was just, okay, sorry guys, part 2. So I picked up my phone. I was getting dressed. I picked up my phone to call my boyfriend because he's calming, and like, I just wanted to tell somebody what was going on because I was kind of like dumbfounded. So as soon as I pick my phone up, she comes back in. And this time she did close the door behind her. She comes back in and she's just standing with her back turned towards me. She's still talking shit. I don't remember exactly what she was saying, but she was still like, you know, full of attitude, just, I don't know. But so I was like, well, fuck, I'm just going to record this. So I didn't think, like, just if I was just to tell somebody this story, like, it's kind of unbelievable. So I was like, let me record this. So I start recording her, and she's still, if you pay attention to the video that I posted, this is where that video picks up. If you pay attention to the first like second or two, you can see her still talking shit, like even before I was recording. So she was already flipping out. So I'm recording her, and that's when she noticed that I was recording her. So for a second, she's still snapping. She notices I'm recording her, and that's when she turns around in the video, still losing her shit, going up and down the hall, screaming and stuff like that. She ran out to the older lady, which was the receptionist, threatening me, doing all this stuff. And that's when the other waxer came up. Super sweet. The one thing I know I did wrong in this situation was when the second waxer came up to me and she was like, would you like me to continue your services? She was super sweet, but I was already worked up and in the moment. So I was kind of rude to her in the beginning. So yes, I was wrong at that part. I was upset. I still had wax all over me. All this other crazy shit was going on. So yes, I was upset and kind of rude and kind of short in the beginning to her. She comes in. She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And that's when the girl started screaming that she wants her shit out of the room, whatever. So the second waxer got her stuff. She was like, and gave it to her and closed the door. And she was super apologetic, super sweet. She did tell me, she was like, she does this all the time. She just has the worst attitude. Usually it's directed towards coworkers. Like, it's never been a situation this extreme. Like, she said she always does it towards coworkers, typically. So it was just a regular wax after that. The lady waxed me. She asked me if I wanted to leave what was remaining in my triangle, which was like this. And I just told her, yeah, she could just leave it. It's fine. So long story short, she finished waxing me. She's super sweet. We had a normal conversation like it was a normal wax. I went out to pay, and where the receptionist was on the phone with the manager, she told me there'd be no charge, but I had to delete the video. And I was like, So I'm at the front desk. The receptionist is on the phone with the manager, who was not there. Told me the service would be free, but I had to erase the video. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna erase it. So we just kept going back and forth. They're like, well, you have to. And I'm like, well, I'm not. And she was like, well, you have to. And I'm like, no. I'll just pay for my services, because the second lady, Nadia, she did do my services. She deserves to get paid for that. And then I also left a $50 tip because she was great. She diffused the situation. You know, she did a great job waxing me. She was super sweet and attentive. 10 stars. Highly recommend her. She's amazing. She would have been the saving grace. Like, I probably wouldn't have posted these videos. I probably would have sent them to like my friends and stuff like that, but I probably wouldn't have posted it had the manager not tried to like strong arm me into deleting them. I probably just would have sent it to my friends, like, look at this crazy shit. But here we are, European Wax Center. Oh, so I didn't even have, this is at like 5, I think my appointment was at 5. By the time all this was done and I was leaving, it was like 6 o'clock. I think corporate would have been closed, so I was going to call him the next day. The owner called me at 8 o'clock the next morning. Before I even had a chance to reach out. I guess he got my number off my reservations and stuff. He called me, super apologetic. He did say that the girl, the first waxer, even stormed out of a meeting like 2 weeks ago. I guess she took offense. I'm not sure what the situation was. I don't know if something struck a nerve with her at the meeting, or she took offense to something, or felt she was targeted. I don't know, but apparently she stormed out of that meeting too. So when it all comes down to it, I think it's all about mental and emotional maturity. I think she didn't know how to deal with conflict or how to resolve it, or I really don't know. Maybe if she would have just acknowledged the issue, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's a triangle. You know what I'm saying? It'll grow back, just like a bad haircut or whatever. It wasn't the end of the world, and she just took it to the extreme instead of just being like, oh, my bad, I was distracted, or I completely forgot, or it wasn't what she made it out to be. Maybe she's just sensitive. I just don't think she should be working in customer service, maybe. Because, I mean, I came in to pay for a service, like, to get serviced. It's like if you go get your hair cut and you ask for layers or a trim, and they cut your whole hair into a bob. Like, you're going to be upset and you're going to be irritated, you know, and you're going to say something about it. Hopefully you'll stand up for yourself, and say something. I did in that situation, and she couldn't handle it, and it just went to the extreme.
This lady, y'all. Look, I'm in here trying to get waxed. She just left the door open on me. She quit halfway through. Listen to her. She just left me in here naked. Bro, look at this. Look at this lady.
Do you want me to continue service?
I need somebody to. She left.
Get my shit out. I'm not fucking playing with her.
What is this lady's problem?
It's your fucking problem, bitch. Don't fucking ever fucking problem, bitch.
Look at this lady, y'all.
Ow.
Look,
I ain't gonna lie. This whole scenario, like, is, you know what? Some people don't need to be in customer service. You know that? If you don't have a personality for customer service, you don't need. Look, me, I am a tax guru. I know all about taxes. I know the different forms. I know the ways to do certain things, and I just know taxes. I'm great at it. But if somebody asks me to teach somebody taxes, nope. Fuck no. Nope, won't do it. Absolutely not. I'm not teaching nobody. You know why? Because I know I don't have patience for people, and people just not getting shit. Like, how you want to do taxes and you can't even get this simple situation? So I stay away from teaching. I was a coach. I was a basketball coach, and I was just like, bruh, these kids is really testing my patience. Like, I don't get how you can't understand how to do this drill. Like, and then paying attention to plays. It's just like, bruh. But me being a coach actually taught me that I'm not a good teacher. I don't have the patience to teach people. And then when I'm telling people stuff and they not getting it, and I'm like, look, focus, pay attention, okay? Because I don't want to keep going over this. So people who act like this in customer service need to know. People in customer service need to know that they're not good at customer service. Oh yeah, and Twitch is Twitch is way different than YouTube. You can actually be lit over here for real. Like, it's a lot of stuff we can do on Twitch. That's why I try to get people to come to Twitch, because I can show the fights and stuff on Twitch. I just have to put it on. When I put it on YouTube, I gotta blank it out. But you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm actually suspended from being on Facebook because of the DL gangster in Chicago. Yeah. I don't know, and I got that video off Facebook, so I don't know. But needless to say, anything goes on Twitch, even attitudes like this. And then, you know what, she I hate to say it, but she looked like she got an attitude just for no fucking reason. Like, it ain't no reason for you to be. If you gotta come to work with an attitude, I do not take my attitude to work. I could be in a full blown fight with my woman and be like texting. I just tell anybody, be like, hey man, you know what? I'm really going through it, but I ain't gonna let this ruin my day at work because like ain't nobody here did anything to me. So I don't got no. But yeah, I would just say I probably need to chill out for a second. I probably don't need to be, I don't need you all in my space unless you want to hear me talk about my problems. Unless you want to hear me talk about my problems, because you know what? I love to talk. When people talk about their problems, I love talking about your. Tell me, how the hell you got? How your girl done kicked you out the house? Tell me, man. I had a homie tell me some stuff about, him and his girl relationship. I'm like, bro, I'm looking like, you better not take her back. You better not take her back. I think I'm finna be messy, big dog. Like, nah, hell no. We need. I be telling people, you need to get your balls back when you in certain situations with certain people. But don't come to work with an attitude. If you need somebody to listen to you and listen to you, she could have took this 5 minutes of waxing this woman's vagina and said, girl, this man got me stressed out. I done caught him cheating and all this stuff. And oh my God, my blood is boiling. Rip! She's like, can you not take it out on my vagina? Looking ass. She was like, can you leave a triangle? She said, rip. What'd you say? You didn't say that. I like, damn. I just said, if you would have stopped texting that man that cheating on you, you over there worried about him when you need to be worried about this right here.